Hey, welcome back to another episode of Big John's Cooking. Today, we're doing an appetizer, spinach artichoke dip. Stick around. All right, as we said before, we're making an artichoke, spinach artichoke dip. Basically, you're taking some spinach, cream cheese, marinated artichokes, and we're gonna add some garlic, some heavy cream, but we're starting with our roux. So as soon as I get this water going, I'm gonna add a little salt to it. We're gonna wilt these, drain it, set it aside, and then we'll start on our roux and we'll go from there. So stick around. All right, our water has heated up. I've already added my salt in there. I just put a pinch. We're gonna add our spinach, a little bit at a time. We just want to wilt it. Not necessarily a full cook. Just let it turn a dark green. And we'll move on to the next step. Alright, as you see, it's starting to wilt down. This didn't take but about 2 minutes. And I got 2 bags, just in case, and this looked like it wasn't going to be enough. Looks good. And remember, there's going to be some more cook time, so don't worry about the fact that I've only cooked this for a couple of minutes. We gotta add some other things to this. It's gonna go in with the roux and it's gonna cook a little while as it gets added to the cream cheese, and it's all gotta marinate and get together. You want to drain this very well. So this is where I want it. Let me get this out, get the next one started, and I'll bring you back. All right, I got a combination of butter and a little bit of vegetable oil, and we're going to put a couple of tablespoons of flour in here. And we're going to let this cook down. Well, let's say 1/4 cup. Looks good. And we're just going to stir this about a couple of minutes to let this flour and oil mix in together and to cook this raw flour taste out of this, so it'll be a nice, smooth, and pleasurable dish. So let me get this taken care of and I'll bring you right back. All right, that's good enough. For the extra noise, we're going to add our garlic. You add as much as you want or as little. It's all up to you. Get it a good stir. That go for a hot second. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of pepper. Just a dash of salt. Now we're gonna hit it with a little heavy cream. Get that a stir. Just a little bit more of that cream. gonna tell you right now, I put the squeeze on this. I squares and I squares and I squares, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that was still liquid coming out. So, what I didn't do was put it in the pan and try to cook some of the liquid out. I just tossed it in here. You can try that to make sure you get rid of all the liquid, or you can do like I just did and just got as much as you could out and then let it go. So next up, we got our cream cheese, which I have softened. I've let it sit, get room temperature, and I guess I should have opened it. I've been getting bad about that here lately. You know, waiting to the last minute to open things up, making things stretch out a little longer than they need to, as far as video wise. I apologize for that. Quick wash of my hands. Get me a paper towel. Alright. We're going to try to break this up as best as possible. Turn the heat up a little bit. Get this going. You got the gist of what I'm going to be doing here, so it's going to take a minute for, for this cream cheese to melt and incorporate. I'm not going to make you sit here and listen to me scrape the bottom of this. Keep on stirring and keep on stirring and keep on stirring. I'll bring you back when I got this where it needs to be. Alright. I'm not going to get real crazy with the artichokes. Just a little bit. I mean, the spinach is supposed to be the star of the show. And to be perfectly honest, the artichokes really don't have a lot of flavor. So we're going to roll it like that. Let that go for a little while. I'll bring you back. Alright, this is the blended cheese I'm working with. It's provolone and mozzarella. I like it. It's a good melting cheese. I'm just going to dump that in there. This is going to be cheesy. If you're working it like me, it's going to be cheesy. And we're going to just mix this in. Get everything all melted. We're going to preheat our oven, 400 degrees, and we're going to let that go in there. And I'm going to take it out of this pan and put it in the pan that it's going to be served in. And, you know, might I say, this is not for me. It's for a little gathering at my wife's JOB. So somebody else is going to enjoy this instead of me. I know, not cool at all. Turn the heat off, because everything's all melty. We're going to give this a little taste. Okay. I think it can use a hit of salt. And you know, I'm gonna hit it with a little MSG. And a little complete. And just a pinch of the old salt. I don't want to overwhelm the people at my wife's job too much with my flavors. Now, let me grab my casserole dish. Or my baking dish, you know. One says, yeah, Big John's love, you know the story. I'm gonna hit that with a little spray. Just to make my cleanup. Use any old pan spray as you want. But I know this is gonna be cheesy and sticky. So I'm trying to make my job as easy as possible. You know what I'm saying? Bring it right back. So, see if I'm strong enough to lift this pan up. Bring it over here to the side here. We're just gonna scrape it off in there. I don't use this pan all that often. Well, it's a big heavy rascal. Sorry if there's too much noise on you guys. But I'm gonna try to get as much of that as I can out. Put this over in the sink so we can wash her up. Scoop this over a little bit. Put that bad boy in the process of the game. Just gonna spread that out. Looks good. Give that another taste. Delicious. Sorry about the noise. Just want to get this pan a little washy, or at least a little soaky. Y'all have to forgive me. It's getting late. I was supposed to did this earlier and I didn't. So with that said, let me add some cheese to this. We're gonna hit this with a little parm. And when I say a little, I mean a lot. Want it nice, cheesy, crusty. And with that, we're gonna add a little more of our Italian blend, mozzarella and provolone. Looking good to you? Definitely looking good to me. The flavor is right on. Alright, that's a good layer. Now, into a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and I'll show you the end results. My. That looks delicious. Don't you agree? Smells wonderful. From what I've tasted before it all started, it tastes good too. Wish I could dig in, but that wouldn't be nice. Let the people enjoy the stuff without my interruptions of putting holes in it before it gets served up. Let it make it to the party looking good. With that said, if you like this one, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell a friend about me. Click that icon bell. That way you can catch all the videos as I upload them. And leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.